Douglas Hyde's decision to step away from the presidency in 1915 was preempted by the unrest in the Gaelic League from 1913 onwards. From the very beginning of the founding of Conradh na Gaeilge, which he eventually founded as a result of the activities of those 2 years, 1891 to 1893, it was entrenched that this would not be a political organisation. So when this politicisation started to become a part of the mindset of a certain faction of the Gaelic League, for one reason or another, as an element of Irishness, or as an element, as the language being the element that they could use to promote their cause, for whichever reason, this did not sit well with Douglas Hyde at all. And he was actually, before 1913, he was actually quite at ease with, apart from the support that he wasn't getting, he still didn't really feel he was being threatened in any way, until Eamon Cant and Urahela went to him, and the Ard Esh was in Galway that year, and he wasn't going to go. But they approached him and said, you need to go, there's a little bit of unrest, and it was more so that they wanted to put forward a motion that an independent Ireland would be put into the constitution for Conradh na Gaeilge, for the Gaelic League, and that this would be one of their aims henceforth. Now, interestingly enough, in 1913 at the Ard Esh, not one of the people who put forward that motion was elected onto the executive committee that year, which showed absolute support for Hyde. Then in 1914, for the Ard Esh again in Killarney, he managed to get through again. But in 1915, this group was a lot more organised, and they knew at this time what they had to do. And the Ard Esh for that year was in Dundalk, and rather than be ousted, Douglas Hyde resigned because he did not agree. He could not agree to this motion, and that it wasn't even so much that he was elected or not elected, or these people were elected or not elected. It was solely based on the motion that was being put forward being passed, and the motion was passed. So once that motion was passed, that an independent Ireland would now become part of the constitution for Conradh na Gaeilge at that time, he could no longer subscribe to that organisation. So he subsequently resigned.